Highway to Hell, the story of Aileen Wuornos. It was a cold November night, and 51-year-old Richard Mallory made a deadly turn off of Interstate 75 in Florida.
I'm looking for a lift.
Oh, sure thing. Hop on in.
What Richard thought was going to be a good time call ended up being a fatal mistake.
So I was thinking maybe we could take it back to my place.
Actually, I had something a lot better in mind.
Oh no! No!
Richard Mallory was the first of her victims, but he certainly wasn't the last. So what made this woman into a serial killer? Her name was Aileen Wuornos. On the outside, she seemed like a typical Floridan resident, but no one knew about her horrifying past. At only the age of 13, Aileen's father, who was a convicted sex offender, hung himself in his prison cell. Her mother was also out of the picture, leaving Aileen when she was only a child. Growing up, she lived in an abusive home with her grandfather, where she was frequently beaten and raped. At the age of 15, she dropped out of high school to give birth to a friend of her grandfather's baby. She gave up her baby for adoption after being kicked out of her own home. Now into her adult life, Aileen has been relying on prostitution and other petty crimes until she took her first step towards being a notorious murderer. The police were absolutely stumped, and after 6 other murderers that were just as horrifying, the police finally found a lead. Aileen's reign of terror came to a halt at a local pawn shop. Some of her victims' items were found there with her fingerprints on them. The police were able to trace the valuables back to Aileen. This is the police! Open up! Aileen Wuornos, you're under arrest for the murder of Richard Mallory. Yep, you're coming with me.
I'll be in heaven while you're rotten hell!
Aileen went into trial and was eventually convicted of murder and given the death penalty. Her last words ever spoken are just as haunting as the crimes she committed.
I'll be back.